I decided to come to the park and journal instead. I'm here at the park today amongst the wild animals. I finished my finals, so spring semester is officially over, and I feel like that's very special for us over here on the Y2K9 channel because I started it at the end of my fall semester, and then my life started falling apart. Then I had this strive and drive to remember that being a YouTuber was my dream at one point in time. I'm always nervous around transitional periods because I realize that I'm one of those people who has a really bad relationship with hyper independence because of things like being from an immigrant family, growing up in poverty, growing in a misogynistic household. So many things. Feeling like you didn't have freedom when you were younger are like the main things that were pushing me to want to be so hyper independent when I became an adult. And now that I'm, a real adult now, I feel like I forced myself to grow up a lot faster than I needed to. Like, for instance, I've been living on my own since I was about 19 years old, doing this shit by myself like a grown-ass woman at 19 years old, and I used to big myself up for that. But now I'm thinking back and I was like, why didn't I utilize my resources and the safety net that I had? Because now I'm simply just overwhelmed and burnt out from being an adult. But maybe that's just what comes with being an adult. You get fucking tired of it and you wish that you could be babied still. I don't want to lose my independence by asking for help. I'm like the most fearful person to ask anybody for help. When things are going really bad for me, I'll just try to, stick it out by myself. I'm just afraid of falling and failing and fucking up my life, but I know that's not realistic because my life is not fucked up, so I cannot fuck up my life. I'm not gonna fuck up my life. I know that. I know that. It's just like, I don't want to put myself in a situation where like for instance, this apartment situation, it fucking sucks finding an apartment in my city. My city thinks that it's like Los Angeles or something. First of all, they're raising the rent in the place that I live right now, and I think that that's kind of ridiculous because nothing's changing. Literally slumlord, landlord. But now everywhere I go, they act like we're in Manhattan, like New York, like baby girl, lower your price. This apartment's in the hood. Hearing how much my parents had to pay for rent back in the day just makes me sick to my stomach. Pretty much, I feel like I kind of always struggle with the balance and finding the balance of hyper independence and codependency. And I think that that's so funny because those are two opposite sides of the spectrum. So hyper independence is me wanting to be in control of my life to prove that I'm, capable of taking care of myself and doing things on my own, proving to myself that I do not need anybody for anything. If I want something, I'm gonna get it myself. And I feel like I do that a lot. And I'm really proud of myself. Like, I always forget, like, I'm a cool ass bitch. Moved out on her own at 19. No cosigner in that bitch. Bought my own whip. No cosigner on that bitch. Literally moved twice on my own. Like, wow. Such a young age, amazing. And I was maintaining a job and a full-time work schedule amongst all of it. Like, I'm a boss ass bitch. Wow, I'm just realizing that I'm actually like a really motivated, determined person. I just sometimes have like really bad spurts of no motivation, but I am a really motivation person. I'm glad I figured that out. But that's me being hyper independent. The codependency comes in when I enter a relationship. Dun dun dun. I've been going to therapy, so I've been like learning to realize a lot about myself and how I am in relationships and just kind of working on my problems so that I don't keep on falling into the same patterns. And I don't know if I have the tools to not fall into the same patterns, but I do know that I'm a lot aware now since going to therapy, which I guess is a good thing, but also like freaks me the fuck out a little bit because when you're codependent, you kind of lose some of yourself and the person you get into a relationship with. And that's something that I never want to do again because I feel like I'm just now getting back to being myself as a whole person without having that heavy influence. Like, I have to admit I'm a lover girl. I love so hard and completely with my whole heart. In a sense, without even knowing it, I've been like losing myself in all these relationships I've been in because I've inflated the idea of love over the idea of me. If that makes sense. Like, I don't know, I shrink myself down and cater myself to the people that I date, and it's not good. Because I should be so secure in myself that I can still maintain an independent life, and just be like a stronger person after all of it. Because I don't know how you guys, codependent people, gang, I don't know how you guys feel about it, but like, doesn't it always hurt worse when you're in a relationship, when you're codependent and the relationship ends? It's like the worst thing ever. But I don't know, I just hate how it took me this long to realize that I have codependency issues. Type of shit really pisses me off when you find out you're hyper independent after it's too late, after it's already fucked you. I mean, when you realize you're codependent. But yeah, I'm trying to find the balance between the two of those things. And I think the thing is, this is what my therapist told me. I'm one of the two extremes. Like, I'm either over emotional or not emotional at all. I'm either hyper independent or codependent. I need to find a balance in a lot of things in my life. Maybe I'll write about that in this journal. This one's like, it's the black journal for, sad thoughts. And this is the gratitude journal made by my friend Drew Bauer for the good thoughts. Let's read some good things that I wrote in this book when I was happy once upon a time ago. I'm kidding. I'm happy now. It's just, shit's going wrong. I'm grateful for the people who love me and show me that they do in every way. I'm grateful for the people who say they love me with their word. It's difficult for me to conceptualize what love is and what it means to be loved. I love you for loving me and telling me that you do. So this is just something that I'm grateful for. Wow, am I a poet? That was kind of cute. Let's see what else. I'm thankful for the people who are kind to me. I never anticipated that I would be treated like my feelings and my voice mattered. My safety, my happiness, boundaries mattered. I began to feel like I was the type of person who had to self-soothe because no one else had the patience for me. I'm thankful for the people who are patient with me. When people are patient with me, I feel so safe, so warm, so loved, and so cared for. I'm grateful for the people who show me that love is real and that show me that I am someone who deserves to be loved. You healed my heart. Aww. Wow. I don't know when I wrote that, but wow. You healed my heart. Wow. That's amazing. That's amazing that I know that I can get back to feeling that happy because it happened once. I got it in the book. I was happy at a point in time in my life. It's nice that I reminded myself that I'm loved. Journaling, please get a journal and journal. Please, I want to write in my journal now based on that amazing prompt. And you know what? I'm feeling so good. I have my little leftover spliff. Gotta read some of my gratitude journal. And now I'm going to write some great happy things in my gratitude journal. I feel so happy. Like, wow. That is it for this video. Thank you for staying here and listening to my long stream of consciousness. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing my perspective on hyper independence, codependency. I can't wait to see how our little community grows. So thank you for coming to another one of the Y2K Naya videos. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Check me out on all my social media. My hive is where all the good things are at. I want to make you work for it. You have to find it if you really want to find it. It's linked in my other YouTube videos, but now that I said it, I don't want to get an influx of people following me on Hive. So please go check me out on my Instagram, Twitter, and my Hive if you can find it. Okay, forever and always, Y2K Naya.